Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit differently. I think I've done one or two of these in the past, but essentially I am going to start a video where I have an idea of what I want, but I don't have it all completely planned out. So we'll see how that works in terms of timing and whatnot, but I'm hoping that I've got it figured out well enough that I think we'll be okay. So for today's card, I am actually participating in a color challenge. So in this color challenge, I'm part of the administrative group in the Facebook grouping, and this upcoming month in the month of not August, but instead September, but I'm just recording this a little bit early. We had the task with using Magenta Madness, Petal Pink, Mango Melody, Balmy Blue, and Granny Apple Green. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget because there were so many. And so luckily for me, I actually have all of the blends in each of these colors. And so I thought, well, what a great opportunity to use them. And then I was trying you'll see the picture once it's posted if you become a member or if you already are. There was the pictures, a bunch of florals, and I thought, well, that's really nice, but so I really wanted to try something different, and so I thought, you know what, cocktails come in an assortment of colors, and so I thought I would actually play around and do that and use kind of some kind of cocktail groupings on my card to tie in all those colors. And I haven't yet played much with this not Mango Melody, sorry, Magenta Madness, so I thought, well, that could be a fun card to use as my base. So I have here my foam mat here. The Stampin' Pierce mat, actually, let me switch that out, is finally back and available for purchase. It was out because it was needing to be manufactured again, and so it's been out for a while, and so I use this one preferably over this one. This one's good, but it's thinner, and so I prefer that thicker one just for a little extra cushion for my photopolymer stamps, which is in fact what this particular stamp set is. So some things you'll need for this card that I'm kind of envisioning here. Let me move this so I can get a good crease on it. So this card is going to be a card where I thought, let's kind of aim for fun and sort of fruity looking, right? And so I thought, well, why don't I stamp an assortment of these little cocktails all over my paper, and then I can use my blends to color them in, kind of varying those colors. So on my scraps, I've got a bunch of scraps. I actually did practice ones. So I did here, this is Petal Pink, Mango Melody, and Balmy Blue. I switched things up a little bit, right? It's the same blue umbrella, but then I had the yellow on the inside, the green on the outside. I tried a shading of color underneath. The blue, I liked how this one turned out. I have these here with the different colors as my bases. And so my intention, I think, is going to be to stamp them. But at first I thought, oh, well, I can stamp them all over. But then I realized, well, I can't really get my sentiment if I do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make a row of them at the bottom here and have my sentiment out on top. I die cut this ahead of time, and I realize now I did not save that little eye, the little dot for the eye. I don't know if I have it. I'll have to look and see if I can find that. I might add that after the fact. We'll have to see. But it does come with the hole to be able to be punched out there, that little circle. So it's not like I don't have it. It's that I don't know exactly at the moment where it would be found. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this, I thought with my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath, let's go ahead, and the thing to note here is that you need to find out how many fit, and it looks like 5 will fit pretty perfectly. And I want it to be near the bottom, but I don't need it to be exactly like right on the bottom. And so I looked ahead of time before getting my final idea for this card. I did look ahead of time in terms of using my Stamparatus. Ooh, good job, me. That could have been bad if it had picked up a little bit. I did look into using my Stamparatus. I love my Stamparatus. The problem with it is that I thought that my spacing was just a smidge off, and I didn't think I'd be able to get, ooh, look at that. See, I can't even get all 5 that way. Do I try for 4? The eye really prefers 3s. Maybe, let's see. Let's try that. Do I have them go off the side? That's a good question. I think we'll try that. We'll see what that looks like. Let me just get like a scrap of paper here. I don't like to get, here we go. We'll just get this here underneath. I don't like to get ink on my my Stampin' Pierce mat. So line it up. There we go. Not too much comes off. That's not bad. Then do the same on the other side. Okay. So it looks like if I had been a little bit closer with this one, I think they probably all would have fit a lot better. But that's okay. So, actually, while I'm at it, I might as well have all of my sentiment here put on there. Where'd my word cocktails go? There it is. Off camera over here. So, if I have the word cocktails here, I can put my today is A. And then I have here kind of day. So if I have cocktails there, I'll put kind of day there. Yeah, that looks great. So now, and then on the inside here, and I have here, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be too. So I thought that could be a funny one. But certainly a good one to send to a friend who's maybe going through some harder things in the moment. So let's put this in there too, especially if you have a friend that like this would actually, you know, make them laugh a little. There we go. So let's go ahead and color these now, because I think I've done most of all my stamping. So let's go ahead, because my word cocktails is in this beautiful granny apple green. I really don't want the one in the middle to be green, because I think that would be a little too much green right in the center. So let's instead maybe make them a little off. And keep in mind too, I probably want to alternate my lemons here in terms of their color. So let's go ahead. We can make those alternate and kind of tie in that green in all pieces here. Oh, I almost did exactly what I said not to do. Ha! There's that. Let's do the dark. I'm using the bullet tip for the wedge part here, the rind, just because I worry that if I didn't, I would be more likely to make it go out of the lines like a bad kindergartner. Okay, so now let's make our lemons, and I'm using Mango Melody for a lemon, so I could have used a more like a brighter yellow, but because this was for a challenge, I thought, well, let's make sure I use the right color. And I feel like this one works well. I'm sure there are lemons that are a bit darker in color, and so that really, I thought, looked really nice. So I wanted to make sure that I tie in this petal pink, because I think that was the harder color to tie in because of how much lighter this color is compared to the others. And I was actually coloring the entirety of the glass. I kind of viewed these rather than seeing them as like fancy glasses in which you would find a cocktail. I envisioned them more like the plastic ones that you can get at the store in the summer section, you know. And so that's kind of how I envisioned it when I was first making these. And then let's tie in the pink, because I think we'll do a green cocktail here and a green cocktail there. But let's maybe add a pink umbrella here to tie in that petal pink. That way we always have that connecting color. So, and I think that with that one, see, and that's one of the reasons I intentionally did these kind of trial runs, so that I know exactly what that one would look like if I happen to do that one there. But then see here, I've got this drink, but I switched up the lemon color, and I really like this particular green. And so I might actually, now that I say that, I need to make the green one be this one so that it doesn't have a green wedge with it. So let's do that now before I immediately forget. Not that I would immediately forget, but I might make an oopsie, and I really would rather not start over again. Not that it would be a problem. I'm sure I have lots of people I could send this card to, but I thought that would be fun to, let's see if I can get it in one fell swoop. And so all I'm doing for my shading is essentially I'm going to the bottom part here and just kind of making a, not quite a U, but sort of a U-like shape. And then I'm going back in with my light and then kind of blending those all in together. So there's that. There we go. So, and I could do that with like the bottom part and the vase, like the stem if I wanted to. I think that for this I'm gonna be fine as is. And I really liked this one, so I'm gonna copy that one right in the middle there because I think that one was quite cute. And it ties in that pink, which is so bright, so bright. I think that it's warming. I'm warming up to it. I was not immediately a fan, but I'm warming up to it. So there's that one. Let's use the blue. Yeah, I do recommend like the perk of having sort of not super large scraps, but just slightly larger means that you can do a lot more in terms of planning out pieces like this, so that I didn't have to use up like a new full sheet, but I could still use them and still make good kind of guesses as to which colors worked well together, which ones maybe needed a bit more kind of thinking about it in terms of how I'm going to change their design there. Okay, so now it looks like, oh man, great. Inadvertently, I will have 2 of these pink drinks here because I'm making only 4 different looking cocktails. I think it would look weird to have, well, actually, it wouldn't look weird to have Mango Melody as a cocktail, would it? Okay, well, I'll make Mango Melody right here. Look at that. 5 different colored cocktails. Pink included here. Magenta Madness. Look at that. So bright. There's that. And that is the light color, if you can believe it. If you can believe it. So, there's that. Let's add in our bottom here. Okay. There we go. Actually, let's tie it into the top there. Alright, so now that one, let's add, let's add the blue umbrella, like my sample. It's kind of fun because there's really no like wrong way to do this. There are going to be some colors where they don't go as well together, but really it's going to look nice either way. Let's make this umbrella green. And that granny apple green is such a nice color too. Bright, but not like hit you over the face bright, which is nice. Alrighty, and so now I need to make my Mango Melody drink here. Oh, that's my issue though, is I guess if I was alternating my colors of umbrellas, this one would have been the one that would have been the same color. Can't do that. I guess we'll do what, blue? Maybe make it that opposite color. So there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I think blue is going to be the right way. And then that ties in the blue on all sides there. So, if you like the card, feel free to subscribe so you can see more of my creations as they come about. I try to post a few times a week. Definitely at least twice a week, although sometimes I get in a really good in a good place and I can actually do more than twice a week. My ultimate goal, one of these days, once I can properly get everything set up, I would love to be able to, get to a consistent 3 or 4 times a week. I think I'll get there. I think I will. I just need to get the school year started, and then that way I can adjust. So I'm just using the Stampin' Seal here for my base. You could have used the Tombow. That would have been a fine choice as well. And actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I need to stamp another one right here, because I think that'll tie in the front and the back. Plus, because we're adding the extra layer, it would not show up in our card. So let's do that. Let's put it right here. Boom. And then let's go ahead, we'll give that one a second to dry. Let's go ahead and glue this right here. So I do recommend for this that you use the liquid glue. You could use, if you had the teeny tiny glue dots, you could absolutely have used that. This one's kind of an older bottle, so let's see if I can, yes. I do keep my, my bottles the more precision tip down so that it's ready to use when I need it. So there is that. I know some people keep it the other way up, but I use it often enough where I'd rather it be completely ready for me when I am ready to use it. So there's that. I have simply just put it on a little bit. I also have, for really detailed ones, I have a sponge that I use. It's essentially a portion of a sponge, and I'm gonna just, hold on, I'll stop talking for a second so I can make sure that's nice and lined up. There we go. And I'll look for the little dot, and I don't know if I'll find it, but worst case, I could always use, there's this fun little stamp right here. That could be a fun dot to the eye there. So there's that. I love it. We'll add some bling here in a minute. Let's go ahead and color our drink. I think that the magenta would be a little bit much, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's tie in this Mango Melody one again. And it'll be sort of in the same spot, which I think will be a nice addition. So, and then the nice thing too, I don't know if you caught it when I was adding the Stampin' Seal on the back, is that these blends look great, but they do bleed through your paper. They bleed a little bit less if you were using thick Whisper White, but since I'm just using it for a layer, I thought that was not really necessary. So I did use just simple Whisper White, regular Whisper White cardstock. I did not use the thick, so you're going to see the color on the other side. But I think that it's still going to look fine because the Magenta Madness is actually a thick enough cardstock where you're really not going to see it. And I think I'll change the umbrella color. So on the front, it's this balmy blue. On the inside, I think I'm going to tie in the actual color of the card base, because again, it goes well. There we go. And there's that. And so all I have to do is glue that right on the inside. Do the same thing. A little bit of this Stampin' Seal. I found that it works well enough for me that I really don't even need to get to every side. Just two solid pieces there. Oh, see, there's that piece here bleeding through a little bit. But if I put the Stampin' Seal on just two sides, I have found that my layers stay really well, which is really nice because that is not something that could be said of some of the other ones. So there's that. Let's add a little bling to it. Let's see what I've got handy. So I do have these enamel dots that came with the kind of the introduction of the new colors, which those could be fun, but I don't have them in all the colors that are in this. So I think that might be, I might want to go more generic. Let's see, what do I have that would work? I might just do regular old rhinestones if I can't find something better. Let's just do some rhinestones. Rhinestones sounds great. So I'm just going to take my pick, take your pick tool here. I'm just going to use up some of these from the sheet. A reminder. Oh, actually, haha. Oh, whoops. Ha. Oh goodness, come on me. Of course. I think I stuck it on there a little too hard. There we go. See? Boom. I don't even need to find that little green. I've just got my little dot there. So the eye prefers going into odds. like seeing things in odds, and I think for the purposes of this card, I might actually make it 5 instead of 3. Let's put another one maybe over here, and one more there. There we go. That's kind of fun. I might even add more. We'll see. But for the purposes of this video, we are good to go. I might change them around in terms of space. We'll see. But I like that. This is fun. Actually, yeah, this guy's a little bit far. We'll see. We'll see. So there's my card. I used the colors from my challenge, the Magenta Madness, the Granny Apple Green, Petal Pink, Mango Melody, and the Balmy Blue. So hopefully you like it. If you want to take a stab at it yourself, go ahead. I'd love to see what you create. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see more videos like this and others that I come up with on a weekly basis, multiple times a week when I'm definitely on my game. And then if you need any of the materials for this card, they'll be listed below and linked on my blog if you wish to just click on them directly. And I hope to see you in the next video. Go ahead and subscribe. Bye, guys.